Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan George Barrett. My friend died when all my friends were around hypersexuality, and I saw them have hypersexuality, and I couldn't be around it because girls weren't interested in me. Or I can talk about Jasmine and Brandy, or my mom's friend Brandy, or I can talk about the acting, but I don't like them because they abuse me. Watch Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I like to watch silly pornos on websites. Things about me on Britpop preferred. When I feel like I'm a nice person. Advice from some fake accounts. But on my Ryan Fair Facebooks, there are 10 people that are real. And I like to send money to my black friend Jamal. And I like when I have conversations with my friend Brandon and his friend Wesley, who is getting married. So I woke up and went number 2. I'm gonna call this Ryan George Fair. Schizophrenia, OCD, autism, bipolar and Tourette syndrome vlog. I was born. Let me go to my notepad. I was born in Franklin Square Hospital in Baltimore. I always went over to my cousin's house, which was Amy and Stacy. And then my Aunt Debbie and Uncle Dave have birthdays that are only 2 days apart. You know, there's this guy that I text in jail named Damon Winning that I talked to about girls. And see, my first girlfriend, Alicia, cheated on me. And I went to an alternative school. And when I would go to my alternative school, I would cuss teachers out when they would make me angry. And I would go to the resource room, and in there was in Forbush. I had a friend named Brendan Drexler who was a people coincidence person there. See, what got my disability approved, and some people know where my Ryan Fair Facebook is. I have a few of them, and I have Ryan Winning Facebooks. I have about 10 or 11 friends on there that are real, that are people that shouldn't exist, but they do, and about 20 of them that don't like me anymore. And see, I was just like, I know people are going to dislike my videos because I got nothing out of my life, and the most that I've gotten was going to New York with Jay and things like that. Going places and, getting sucked off next to guys, and they lean over and suck me off more because I'm bigger than them. And I've just seen crazy things in my life, and I believe in a goddess that is evil yet friendly, that gives me arguments with my friends, but we resolve them. And there are 9 people in my lifetime I encountered that are people that shouldn't exist, that scare me, and about 20 of them that don't like me anymore. Like Jasmine and Brandy, like Billy, Wesley, Fouts, and Jared. Like Brandon Drexler and Brandon Jones. And really, my cousin Johnny's boyfriend, would make fun of me when I was young because I couldn't find love with females. But when I was 13 or 14, I fingered my first girlfriend, Alicia. I got with my second girlfriend, Brooke Dirks, on Ryan George Fair Revolve Report sometime when I was like 15. And then the game name she called me was Rybread. And then when I was 17, I fingered my 5th girlfriend, Sabrina La Rochelle. That is on YouTube as the La Rochelle Crew. And I've talked to people who have fingered Sabrina La Rochelle, like black friends of mine, or things like that. And I'm like, yeah, I did that, man, and they're like, yeah, I did that too. But see, she has a new boyfriend, and I respect the relationship with her boyfriend. But I don't talk to Alicia, my first girlfriend, because she cheated on me. And then when I was 17, I went to bars, or when I was 18, I went to bars sometimes. But when I was 17, or 16, I got with my boyfriend. And my second threesome named Alex wanted to get me baptized because he felt like I had demons because I believed in God and goddess stuff. And see, I would watch documentaries about Tourette syndrome that I still watch even today. And really, I was just like, I've seen Photoshop pictures of angels, and I was like, if anything, Margie Robichaux and Jeanette are people that exist. This shouldn't, and Brooke Dirks and Bailey are, and this Dan Reichley boy and this Damon Winning are two different people. And I was just like, maybe if I open up a YouTube channel, people will just be like, oh, that's interesting. But instead, they just dislike my videos when I wrote down, I'm a schizophrenic, and there's nothing wrong with being schizophrenic. About 7% of people in the United States are. And if you actually have it, they'll pay you $800 a month in disability. And as long as you're nice to your girlfriends and you treat them good. And only on one day I did things with a boy named Kelly J. Caldwell on YouTube. And then I have a friend that I hung out with named Jeff McGaney that doesn't talk to me anymore. Because we would argue. And then, my first threesome was with my best friend James. And I worked at a ShopRite. And I fought a boy named Caleb. And PTSD will cause you to have head pain. I don't play with weapons, but Alex played with switchblades and Jeff McGaney would hold knives to my neck. And there was a boy that bullied me in my public school, which was Falston Middle. Another one that bullied me in Falston High. And really, sometime when I was 16 or 17, is when Ripoff Report was made about me. And there was a man that at my job named Jerry, who was the manager. They treated me mean, like Josh, this other mixed boy, more than me. And really, when I was 16 or 17, no, my dad did not buy me a car and he did not let my friends come over. And I really didn't care what happened. When Alex was like, I'm going to put things about you on Ripoff Report, I was like, well, need to know the real story. I shower a lot during the day and I have head pain and stomach pain. And I have PTSD and my black friend died from the coronavirus. All my friends had girlfriends at work and things like that. And no, I could not make a girlfriend no matter what I would do. Before I got with this girl named Alexis Looney that I have a videotape of. And this other girl with black hair I was with 9 or 10 months ago named Berta. That you can see on my own Cloud4 on Instagram. And I don't suppress my tics. But I got laid off from my job because of my schizophrenia. But I used to clean toilets and things like that. And I went to mental hospitals a lot. And there would be people up there that were mean to me. And my black friend named Ryan Cherry died from the coronavirus. And these people are real. So I see it, and I hope that Hecate is protective, loving Mother Goddess. But see, when I noticed this in my first alternative school, because, my first best friend was a boy named Victor David Hill. There was a pyro. And really, when they qualified my disability, I didn't see any of my disability money. So I don't see it as being my fault I had a psychosis and a seizure. And I was afraid of driving because I was sick of people putting things about me on slander pages. And I was just like, really, I don't have to answer questions. And I feel like I'm a nice person if YouTube would pay me. Because, only about 10% of people are real schizophrenics. Danielle Bergoli, the Cash Me Outside girl, isn't even a schizophrenic person. And people assume that Ryan George Fair is just something that's not real. And, I have friends, like my friend John Powell, that makes me think of John Hawk. And I used to talk to a boy named Adam Aratol and a girl named Shawnee Shortcake. And a girl named Lily, but she was with her boyfriend. I know I could never make girlfriends no matter what I would do. And in 2020 or 2021, I was just like, that's when I noticed the 10 people in my Ryan Fair Facebook. And I was just like, I can sell black web. And if people wanted to be made into a book, I could be made into a book. Because I knew that people didn't care about me because they didn't know me. When I feel like I'm a nice person, and I was more than happy to give people answers to questions if they want to know things. And I had my black rabbit, my frogs, as pets that I had, and I had my cat. And there's always flies flying around in my house, and it's always dirty in my house, and I like to watch TV sometimes, like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or movies of me in my house. And then I had my 5 girlfriends named Alicia, Brooke, Tanya, Nadia, and Sabrina. I figured Alicia Brooke gave me a blowjob. Tanya died 5 or 6 years ago, and she's black. My fourth girlfriend Nadia and I my request. And then I figured my fifth girlfriend Sabrina at my 17th birthday party. Only on one day I did things with Kelly. And only on one day when I was 13 or 14 I did things with Brian. And there's nothing wrong with being gay or bisexual. And then, I was just tired of the exploitation. And I really didn't care what happened when my black friend died. When Jeff was like, James talks crap about you. And things like that. And I get in arguments with my friends. And I was just like, I'm sick of life. And I'm like, really, I don't have to answer questions. And I was just like, I want good friends. And then Shelby photoshopped the Shelby and Ryan match made in hell picture. Alicia cheated on me. Brooke gave me a blowjob. Tanya died. And then I figured my fifth girlfriend, Sabrina. And I never talked to Johnny Boyexo or Matthew Lush or Brandon Riders or Chris Cocker. And I was just like, I don't have to answer questions, motherfucker. And I wish I could talk to Victor, but I never will. And I'm never going to talk to my ex-boyfriend. But I hang out with my friend James. And then Alex stole from me. And I don't like his girlfriend Courtney. And you know what? I'm a disabled person, and I'm never going to work anyways. I've been on disability for the past 5 years, and James would come over and hang out with me now. And really, I was just sick of people putting things about me on Snyder pages. And this is going on 24 minutes. And it is 10:40 a.m. in the morning. And it's August 10th, 2022. Much love and peace to everybody out there in the YouTube world from Ryan George Fair. I'm going to make some coffee, drink some tea, and play with my black rabbit today. Much love and peace to everybody.